sing that thing again. You gotta look right until you get elucidate and syncopate. You can't win, and you can't make it, and then you can't get out of the game. People keep saying things are gonna change, but they look just like to stay the same. You can win, way over your head, and you only got yourself to blame. You can win time, can't break even, can't get out of the game. You can win. The world keeps moving and you stand and fall behind. People keep saying things will get better. Just the eagle's been mine. You lay back and you smoke that fool. And you drink the glass of wine. And you can wait, child. You can't make it in. You can't get out of the game. You can win. You can't win no way if you start to stick the same. You can't win. Oh no. You got the eagle. The lovely kind today. Set up to it. Ain't no about losing. The girl has got no shame. You can win, child. Can't break even. Can't get out of the game. You can win. You can't make it and make the way it's supposed to be. You be better now. No, get a money. While someone else rides for me. Learn your lesson. Let's do your mind. And for the second knows how to play. You can win, child. 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 Can't make it. Let's take it out of the game. Take it out of the game. You can't get out. Oh, the game. Hello, everyone. Welcome to my show, Live and Be Great. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed that little remedy of the Wiz and the song You Can't Win. One of the things that I love, the lines that I love about the song is you can't win if your story stays the same. How can you attain new heights, new goals, accomplish anything if you're doing the same thing over and over again? It hasn't helped yet, so it won't help now. Today, what we're going to be talking about is one of the excuses that hold a lot of people back in their life, and that excuse is that it's too late. It's too late to accomplish your goals. It's too late to run after your dreams. And I want you to know that it's not. And I'm prime example of that. I'll get into that a little bit later. But let me show you one of the inspirational videos that I came across this week about a teenager who decided to give his shoes to a homeless man, a man in need. Okay? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. I don't know. I hope you guys can hear me. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear what I'm saying. But let's get into this video. The mascot at New Manchester High School is a ferocious, open-mouthed jaguar. Phil Powell
I got you.
may seem, on first glance, a little lower key, but
I'm actually an outgoing person. Last pet rally, I was actually the mascot.
he has taken the spotlight at school for what he did on summer vacation, an act summed up by one snapshot that tells little of Phil's long road before it.
I was homeless from I think age 8 till age 18. I'm 18 now. My last time being homeless was last year, right around my birthday.
His family has gone homeless off and on, never longer than 6 months, but often enough to instill in Phil the value of a kind gesture.
I was turning 13, and it was this man at my church. He didn't actually know it was my birthday. But I had complimented him on his shoes, and he was like, "Hey, do you want them?" Most people just don't understand like what something like so little can mean to somebody else in their life. For me, yeah, one of this.
Fast forward to this summer, Phil with a stable home, pink Converse shoes, and his own income as a greeter at Walmart. Less than a month into the job, Phil saw a customer whose path felt familiar.
I looked at his appearance and I realized he had no shoes, oversized shirt, oversized pants on, and his wife had holes in her socks. So I just knew something's not right.
Phil gave the man those pink Converses. A customer saw and snapped this photo. Phil back on the clock, wearing on his feet just socks.
I have some people who comes to Walmart and tell me that they seen the man on the side of the road and they seen him with the pink Converse on. I think reliability.
This week, this low key teenager will be honored by the Board of Education, representing his Jaguars, himself,
Oh, it's awesome man.
and above all, his message.
My life was not the best, but at the end, I'm trying to make it the best. I will always be willing to give.
In Douglasville, Georgia, I'm Matt Pearl.
So even though Phil had experienced homelessness, it wasn't too late for him to give to somebody else, to find that connection with the homeless person and remember when he didn't have. It wasn't too late to say, okay, well, look, I'm here. I'm not homeless anymore. I'm able to have new things. But he still made sure that he reached back and he gave back to somebody else. You see what I'm saying? He was already out of the situation, but it wasn't too late for him to forget where he came from in order to give that homeless man those shoes. And that is such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing. It makes the world a better place when we can see things like that. Young men doing things like that, and just how it wasn't too late for him to change his life. It's not too late for you to change yours. It really isn't. Whatever you want to do, whatever you want to accomplish, you don't sit there and worry about who may have obtained whatever you wanted to attain years ahead of you. That was their time. Your time belongs to you. There was lessons, there were things and situations that you had to learn from, that you had to build from, to build you up to get you where you are today so that you can soar. But it had to be yours. It had to belong to you. And it's your journey. Your journey is like nobody else's journey. It's yours. It's unique, and it's your foundation. It's your foundation. Your past is your foundation. Whatever you've been through is your foundation to stand on, to build you up, to get to where you need to go. That's what you use it as. You don't use it as a crutch. You don't use it as a regret. You don't use it to make you believe that you can't have better and do better. You use it as the foundation to give you the motivation to prove that you can do more with your life. With your life. I had to do that. I had to come to that realization that I can have more and have better. I didn't have to give up my dreams. Yes, I graduated from undergrad with a theater and dance degree in 2009. It is 2016. I just moved to LA where my career is supposed to take off. Just now moved there. But I can't sit there and say that, man, I wish I would have moved right when I graduated because guess what? That wasn't a part of my journey. That wasn't a part of his plan. I didn't have the mindset I needed to survive out here where everybody got a dream and aspiration. Everybody moves from somewhere to come here or New York or Chicago or even Atlanta where I came from. But everybody here came with a dream and a goal. When I first got here and I went to the Hollywood Boulevard and I seen, the stars, the people that like dress up as like Marilyn Monroe or Spider-Man or Zorro. I seen those people. And all this time, because I never been, all this time, I thought that they're just impersonators and you take a picture with them and that's fine. No, if you take a picture with these people, they have their hand out and they say that'll be $5. These people out here hustling for a dream. And I'm thinking, oh no, they just here or whatnot, and this is their job. They just love to do it. No, they trying to eat off of impersonating somebody else. But it went deeper than that. My thought of them went deeper than that. I know they didn't fly or move to California just to impersonate somebody else. They had a dream. I had to connect those people who were able to dress up and hustle with the people who weren't. California got so many homeless people, so many homeless people. And I thought about it and I'm like, I wonder how many of these people came here with a dream. Like I was in awe, like just so quickly. You don't know what their story is, but they're all here. Now you'll see some of them right there in tourist land on the Hollywood Boulevard, uh, the Walk of the Stars, the Walk of Fame, whatever they call it. But you'll see them there, and the difference, the ironic, the metaphor, the everything about that whole situation. You have homeless people, and then you have people impersonating the famous people, hustling to eat. It says something about life and the difference between the people who may give up, the people who have lost it all and can't find a way to bring themselves up out of whatever it is, the darkness, but they started with something and this happened. I don't know what their story is. It could be mental illness, it could be drug abuse, it could be maybe this person just has bad luck. I don't know what the story is, but it's a story that means something. Just like that young man who I showed you who was homeless. And once he got to the point where he wasn't homeless and he could give back, he gave back. But he came from somewhere. He didn't let his past determine who he could be in his future. He didn't let his circumstances, recent circumstances, determine where he can go and who he can help and who he can inspire. It's important that we look at ourselves and we look at the people around us and we want better not only for ourselves but for them, but we want better for ourselves first. And we gain that confidence, we gain that drive, we gain that inspiration from watching stories like I just showed you and from looking back on your own life, your own journey. What brought you here today? What gave you the tool you need? A phone, something as simple as a phone to watch me. That's a blessing. Small as it may be, trivial, or everybody got a phone. No, they don't. A lot of people do. But something as simple as that is a blessing. It is. You have something. It's proof that you can have something, own something. Yeah, you gotta pay your bills on it, but it's still still in your hand. You able to watch me. You able to get on Facebook and Instagram, and it's a lot of people who don't even have that luxury. But I bet you if they were given that, having never had it before, they would appreciate it so much. Appreciate the little things, good, bad, and ugly. Find the blessing in it. Find use for it. Don't sit there and get on Facebook and watch the stars being movie after movie after movie and win award after award after award and not be striving for something yourself. What is the purpose of that? None. None. You you have your own light. You just need to tap into it and believe in it. Find it, whatever it is, whatever you dreamed about, whatever you wake up thinking, oh, I wish I was this place instead of going here. Why not put out a plan and do it? What's stopping you? Back to what I was saying, the message of today is one of the main excuses that a lot of people may want to place on their goals and stop their goals is by telling them that it's too late, telling themselves it's too late for me. You think the woman, the 60-year-old woman who just had her first child, care about something being too late and what people may say about her? You think when she got that baby in her arm, she wasn't, she was saying, oh, I wish I had this baby 40 years ago? No, because her time to have that baby was now. And that doesn't take away that it was still a blessing. Other people might tell you it's too late. That's something we worry about too. We worry about if somebody else gonna think you crazy for going after what you've always wanted, for finally waking up and saying, what if I tried to do it? Hello, if you're just joining us. Today our topic is fear, and one of the excuses that stops us in our journey is the excuse that it's too late. If you can hear me, please give me a thumbs up. If this is your first time joining me, please go to my profile and give me a heart on the page so you can get a notification every time I'm online. This is my new motivational, inspirational talk show, Live and Be Great. And the goal is for us to all live and be great together. Get the motivation you need to push you to obtaining those goals once and for all, right here, Mondays and Fridays, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to play a video for you guys that will show you some of the famous people that you know so well, but maybe you didn't know what they were doing at those ages where you thought, oh, I should have done this at 23, or I should have done this at 19. Watch this video. Watch it. Pay close attention to these facts about these stars who did not give up and never thought it was too late. Okay. So that video right there showed you all the stars who got such so-called quote unquote late starts, but are bigger than ever. And they didn't think that it was too late. They didn't let their journey, where they were in their journey compared to everybody else, deter them from going after their goals and their dreams. You had people on there from 22 to 72 on there still fighting. Come on. It's never too late. It's too late after you breathe your last breath. That's when it's too late. You still got time. You still got time. Don't let the excuse of I should have done this then because this person did it then and look at where they are now. I could be further. What's stopping you? I'll tell you what's stopping you. You comparing yourself, comparing your journey to somebody else. No, sit there, look, learn, marvel, admire their journey, but don't compare. Your journey is yours and it's just as important as theirs, just as important as whoever you see. Ooh, I want to be there. I want to have this. I want to have this car, this house, this wife, this husband, these kids. You can have it. You're going to have it at your own time. Once you stop telling yourself that it's too late, because it isn't. It's not. You got to keep going. You got to keep pushing through. Why not? Like, why not? What's stopping you? Let me know. If you guys look on your screen, you'll see a clock. It's a bid counter, and if you, for those of you who are new to the channel, you can bid in to talk to me, and a portion of the proceeds that you bid in with will go to the highlighted charity of the week. This channel is actually sponsored by MTV and celebrities, the celebrity run network. And it's kind of like a cable network, but different because you can see it on your laptop, your phone, your tablet. But the difference is you can actually interact with the host. You ever been watching the talk show and been like, yeah, I want to speak on that, or I want to ask more about this topic, or I've been waiting to hear about this. I want to tell them they're doing a good job, or whatever you ever wanted to do. You could do it right here on Bid Chat on this show, Live and Be Great. So feel free to bid in to talk to me whenever you feel like. Interrupt me, I'm fine. Just come on in and let's talk about this motivation and this inspiration. Let's talk about people thinking it's too late. I dare you to call me and tell me, Tanya, it's too late for whatever, whatever dream you got. I'll knock that excuse right on out. I promise I will. But anyways, back to the lesson. So if you can hear me, please give me a thumbs up. And to get notifications about interruption, to get notifications about when I'll be live, which is Mondays and Fridays, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, click the heart on my profile and you'll get a notification just in case you forget, or just in case I want to go live because I have something on my heart. I have the opportunity to do that and share with you, and you will get a notification first to be notified straight to your phone or your tablet. Okay, so back to never too late. So, um, me, I told you guys earlier that I graduated from high school, not high school, but from college in 2009 with a theater and dance degree. And sometimes back in the person I was before, I would be like, man, if I didn't go to school, I would be farther in my career if I would have just went straight to New York or straight to LA if I didn't go to college. But that wasn't a part of his plan. It really wasn't. Like me having that college experience, I gained many friends that I would have never gained if I didn't go to that school. I discovered many passions. Not only did I learn how to, you know, explore my dance passion, but my theater professors brought to light a new passion, which was acting. Wouldn't have got the inspiration or the motivation I need to do that. So many things, so many things. My closest friends came from that school. My closest friends, and I'm talking about the friends that will die for you, the friends that will lift you up and believe in you when you have stopped believing in yourself. Those type of friends. If I didn't go to school, that was part of my journey and made me into who I have become today. My oldest brother didn't realize his passion for dance until he was 30. 30 years old. I'm 30 today. Crazy coincidence. But 30 years old, he didn't realize. And we're 13 years apart. And I remember, I want to say my sophomore year in school, by the time my sophomore year came around, he was a teacher at the Alvin Ailey Dance School. Like, no, he hadn't been in classes for years and years and years and been working at it for years and years and years. He was exposed to it and realized, look, I think about this all day, every day. It speaks to my heart. God gave me this passion, so I gotta follow it. He cared that he was 30 years old. And those who know about the dance industry, when you're 30 or for a male, or you're 25 for a female, you're considered prehistoric and washed up. That's how they look at you. That's the entertainment business. That's the dance business. But my brother did not let that stop him. And he went on to have various performances, and now he has his own dance organization where he's bringing dance in the arts to schools who don't have it. And he's 40 something. Sorry, bro. Had to give you age. But it's still inspirational. It's still no excuse for the person who's watching this and thinking it's too late. Because it's not. If my brother thought it was too late, I don't think I would have realized my passion for dance. And what got me into school, what got me into school was my brother. I said, bro, okay, I'm out of high school. I don't want to go to school because he didn't finish college. So I was just following behind him. But I was like, I want to just come to New York with you and start auditioning so I could dance with Michael Jackson, Beyonce, and Michael was, God bless the dead, he was still alive at the time. But I want to do that now. I'm ready. He told me, he said, no, you're going to school. And if you don't go to school, I'm not going to support you in anything you want to do with dance. You have to go to school. Do it for me because I wasn't able to finish. So I said, okay, I'll go to school. But it was the best decision and necessary because of all the things I've learned about myself, about life, and the friends that I've gained. Like even my sorority, the sorority that I joined, if my middle brother, because you had to pay to join, if my middle brother did not give me the money to be in the sorority, I wouldn't have had the best friends that I have now, my sisters who I talk to every single day. It was necessary for my journey. It made me who I was. That's why it wasn't. I can't say that, hey, it's too late because you just spent all your years in college when you should have been auditioning. No, that wasn't my path. That wasn't my journey. And still, even after college, I didn't come to LA till now. I didn't come to LA till now. Like till a year ago. Sorry guys. I don't know why I'm watching myself on on bitch chat on my phone. But yes, so if my middle brother didn't give me the money, I couldn't have these sorority sisters that got my back, like support me in everything that I do, and that's a part of my journey. Those are things you gain on your journey. You see what I'm saying? So yeah. Even with that, huh? I can look back and say I needed this experience to get me to where I am right now because I'm supposed to be where I'm supposed to be right now. Not back then. It didn't matter. It didn't matter back then. I wasn't supposed to be there back then. My journey is mine. So another thing, what else happened? My last brother. I promise if he didn't drive his behind from Atlanta to, I'm shouting out my family. Sorry, I don't know why they're part of the journey. I have to do this. I have to. I hope you're looking at, while I'm telling you this, you're looking at your journey and looking at those people that you had to meet along the way to get you to where you are today. You had to. It was purposeful why you weren't in this place, but you were in the right place at the right time because it was necessary for your journey. my last brother, because all my brothers are older than me, so the one born right before me, if he didn't come to the performances, if he didn't put money in my account when I needed some new dance shoes or something, a new uniform or whatever, if he didn't drive the 4 hours from Atlanta to Savannah to come see me, I wouldn't have thought I was good at what I did. I needed that connection. I needed my brothers to say, I want to go see my sister for homecoming. I'm excited to see her. I'm going to support her. I needed that. And I got it. And that was his contribution in, among so many more contributions, all of my brothers in my family. If my mother, if my mother didn't support everything and always work as hard, work the extra hours to provide for me in any activity, pick me up from school late hours after coming home from band practice and coming to support me. If she didn't do that, it was, I don't know how it would be, because it was necessary for me to get here. And a lot of people, I don't want to take for granted the people who didn't have what I didn't have. That don't make you what I what I had. Sorry, I don't mean to take for granted. Let me say that over. I don't mean to take for granted or diminish the value of people who didn't have what I have. I can't put them above me. I won't put them below me. You right with me. Your journey still has value. And yes, I admire you if you were able to do it without the support I had. Like, that is awesome. That says a lot about you. And there are those even who had the support that I had and more, but still are telling themselves it's too late and giving up. That's not what we want. Because even with everybody telling you you're beautiful, you're great, and surrounding yourself with positive people, you have to believe it. You have to believe that you're a part of the greatness that is them. You're a part. You deserve the greatness here on this earth right now in this moment. Whatever you have, you deserve it. You obtained it because you fought for it and you did not give up on yourself. Mondays are some of the is for some people it's the hardest day of the week because they may be waking up to a situation, find themselves back in a situation that they are uncomfortable and that they can't stand and are looking for something for a way out. And sadly, some of them think that the only way out is to leave. Not leave and go forward with their journey, but leave this earth. That's that's what I want to stop. A part of stopping. I want to be a part of stopping that and making people aware of themselves and aware of what it takes and aware of their value and their worth and everything that the world has to offer them. It's not too late, because in that moment when they decide to take their lives, they think it's too late, that it's nothing more they can do. But little do you know, on the other side of the world, somebody, yeah, the journey is different, but it kind of mirrors yours, that has decided to push through, no reason why you can't. You tell your that means these 73 people have made the decision to to where in, right now. Why not? If you can hear me, please give me a thumbs up. Still, if you can't, please give me send me a DM on my. That's a direct message for those of you who may not know that terminology. But please send me a DM um, on my page. You go to my profile and click the little message box. Let me know if you can or can't hear me. Let me know how you feel. Whatever you want to message me, fine. Message me. Let me know your input. But I just hope that you inspired right now and that you're gonna keep watching Mondays and Fridays. Mondays when you dread and you need something to pick you back up after a long day, and we can love on each other, and I can give the positive energy, the positive vibe, the transferable energy to you that you need to continue your weekend. And Friday, if the week was rough, it didn't turn out the way you wanted to, come on back and let's decompress what happened and start fresh. Go into the weekend loving yourself and being inspired so you could come back on Monday and we can continue this new part of your life to where you're loving yourself and you're sowing positive seeds into your life, and gaining whatever you need to keep going. That's important to me. It's very important. So yeah, I had a lot of support, and after I got out of school, the problem was me kind of taking that for granted and not knowing how to find the belief in myself and feeling like, dang, maybe I got this high school friend and that high school friend who are on tour right now. They didn't go to school. It's not fair that you know that they got to go where I want to go. That was my thought process. Some of y'all still in the thought process with different things like relationships. So my friends got married in their 20s and I'm still struggling to find a good woman or a good man. Your friends got married in their 20s because that was when they were supposed to get married. That was a part of God's plan for them. You are supposed to get married when you are supposed to get married, not because everybody else is. When God feels the time is right for you, and when you let go and you let Him take the lead, and you don't worry about, oh, dang, it's too late for me because this person got it and I don't. When you say, God, I still want it, and when you think I'm ready for it. Bring it to me. Pray that, and he'll bring it to you. But guess what you got to do first? You got to love yourself. You got to sow into yourself, build yourself. How can you say, I want to be a wife when you wouldn't even marry you right now? How could you say, I want to be a husband? I'm ready when you wouldn't even put a ring on your finger right now. You wouldn't propose to you. Build that. Build that. And where you can start is by accomplishing the things that are near and dear and true to your heart first. Then you can have somebody to share it with. And then some of us, it's different. Like everybody's journey is different. Sometimes couples are put together before they reach to that high level of their attainment. Sometimes God says, huh, I'm gonna put this person in your life right now. Neither one of y'all are perfect, but I need you guys here together right now because you're gonna need each other to get to the next step in your journey. Brings me to something. That's a part of my story. Um, I had a talk with one of my sorority sisters before I just said full on I'm moving to California last year. And a lot of my sorority sisters, my line sisters are are the sisters that you come in with, that you join the sorority at that school the same year in the same semester. Those are your line sisters. So she was my line sister, and I was telling her, I'm uncomfortable now, and I'm ready to finally move to LA and go after my journey. And I told her, like one of the things that got me to do it is like the fact that I don't have no kids and I'm not married. And, you guys are married and stuff. You guys moved on with your life, but I want to move on with mine. Like maybe I'm not supposed to be married right now. Maybe I'm supposed to get into a certain level of self love and fighting for the things and going after the things that I truly want that make me me. Maybe I should do that first. Maybe God is giving me the time that I need and whatever circumstance I need to do that. And what she said was, she said, Tanya, don't worry. Don't worry about who you're supposed to marry. Don't worry about not being married yet because whoever God has in line for you, he's going to be on your journey. God's not going to put somebody in your life when you finally make the decision to go after your purpose and live in it and trust him. He's not going to place you with somebody that's going to hold you back. You make the decision to place yourself with somebody that's going to hold you back. But you got to keep your eyes, like they say, seek him first. Seek him first. I did. I decided I was like, you know what? And you're right. Whenever I'm supposed to be, married, whenever God think I'm ready, fine. But right now, what he placed on my heart is to time you ready to jump, to leap, and to fly into your destiny right now. You trust me? Do it. So I did it. I did it. And I thank her for telling me that and for having that insight. And because we could easily listen if we could sit there and compare our lives to the next person, the next man. If we sit there, we'll drive ourselves crazy into despair and into complete jealousy and envy. And then you'll convince yourself it's too late because this person got it before you did. It's not. It wasn't too late for me. I didn't care about the whole when I told you guys, oh, to be a dancer or whatever you want to do in the entertainment industry. They just want you young or whatever. And oh, I should have did this. Moved to LA when in 2009. Forget that. No, I'm supposed to do it right now. I needed the growth. I needed the journey. I needed the pain. I needed the trials. I needed the disappointments. I needed the failures. I needed the love, the support, the finding myself again, and finding the courage to fight for myself and love myself. I show I relearned. I what's the right word? I taught myself how to love me. That's what got me here. That was what was important. I taught myself how to love me the way God wanted me to love me. And I believe that I'm a part of him. And I believe you are part of him. You just got to tap into that God part of you, that higher self of you. You're no different than the pastor that preaches on Sunday. He don't have a stronger connection. He don't have the hotline, the special code to God. He just know how to tap into it with himself. And that's all you have to do. You don't have to be the greatest person. You don't have to be a superhero to have everything you ever wanted. You just got to have a plan, and you got to believe in yourself and love yourself. Show yourself that you love yourself by believing in yourself, sowing seeds into yourself of greatness and positivity, watching stuff like this that's going to inspire you, hopes that it does. I know it does. It should. If it doesn't, watch again. I promise you going to find an episode Monday or Friday that's going to touch you and get you to start believing in yourself. Why? Because I believe in you and I believe in myself. And I wouldn't have had this opportunity to sit in front of you today if I did not. I'm an example of of believing. Find like truly, not the fake stuff, not the little songs that you sing in kindergarten and the teacher tells you you could do anything. No, in your adult life, you actually believing it, not just listening to a song, but you actually believing it, and you show yourself that you believe it by going after the things that speak to your heart the most. It's never too late. It's not. It's not too late to stand up for yourself. Stand up for yourself first before you can stand up for somebody else. Do it. Do it. That's that's what life is all about. Like that's how we live the best life we can. Not by telling yourself it's too late because it's not. I just showed you a video of all these beautiful stars from 22 to Harrison Ford third was 30 and he was a carpenter. He's Harrison Ford before. Like, you know who Harrison Ford is. Most of you should know. But from from 22 to 72 people still got breath in their body and they took it as I still have a chance. It's not too late. It's not too late. It definitely isn't. It wasn't for me. Still ain't for me. I still got a long I still have a long ways to go. But I don't care because I'm supposed to get there when I'm supposed to get there, when he wants me there. That's a part of my journey, and that's what makes me unique, and that's what makes you unique. So what if you had to watch this show to get you to try to write out a plan for something you've always been wanting to do? So what? You were just supposed to happen. Fresh. Turn and watch. Let's watch Latanya. And those of you who are living your dream, my fellow broadcasters and my fellow entertainment or business owners, whatever you are, for those who are living it, honor where you are right now and use it to inspire you to keep going because you got to this point. You got to this point. You did it. You did it. Be happy in it, revel in it, and use it to push you further. Get to the point. I say this, get to the point to where you shock yourself. Get to the point to where you shock yourself and then go further. Why not? Why stop there? Why stop there? Keep going. Watch the show so for when you have doubt, because doubt gonna come regardless of where you at. Fear gonna come regardless of where you at. Use it. Use use fear. Use it up. Use it to drive you and to push you into your destiny, into what you want, your love, your passion. And watch doors start opening when you finally decide to put you first and you stop telling yourself it's too late. Yeah, I brought up the fact that I wasn't married and I didn't have no kids. So what? Like, if you got kids, if you got kids, be an example for them. Don't give up. You seen the little, I'll probably have to show you guys, but you seen the lady on Ellen dancing with her little girl or whatnot. You think she letting it stop her for for from obtaining her goals? You see the elderly people doing merengue and cha-cha now, just started. You think that embarrassment or age or whatever, anybody talking about them saying they too old, is gonna stop them from dancing their heart out? So why should it be any different for you? Why should it? You telling yourself that, nobody else. Is you caring about what everybody else think. No, no, no. Everybody else, they not in your body. They can't make the decisions that you make. They don't determine your future. You do. You be unstoppable. You choose. Choose for yourself to be unstoppable, not believing that it's too late because this person is here at an earlier time than you was. You were supposed to get there at the time you were supposed to get there. You had to learn the lessons that you needed to learn in order for you to get to where you needed to get to. That's just what it is. Like, come on, people. It's not too late. I should have put that as the title of the show so people know what I was talking about. But it's not too late. It really isn't. I promise it ain't. If it ain't for me, it ain't for you. If it ain't for the 72-year-old that you seen, the famous one, it's not too. It's not too late. It's not too late. It just it. I want you to fight for yourself, no matter what you want to do. As soon as I find me some time, I'm gonna be back in dance class. Y'all go see some more dance videos. But I got so many, God has blessed me with so many gifts and given me so many passions. And that's another thing. Another thing that I want to tell you guys is before I moved here, I also asked God to make me an example. And what I meant that is make me example of your glory and what it looks like when people decide to trust you and not let fear stand in their way, because you will get, I'm gonna tell everybody how I got here. I got here because I trusted him and I believed that he was a part of me and he was in me. So therefore, I needed to trust me. Trust that I could do it, that I could have it, that it was put on my heart and in my path for a reason, for a greater purpose. And that that's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. Like you all have a destiny, but you're in control of it. You really are. No, you not. It may not be in control of the failures and the things that's gonna hit you right and left, but you gain that control by not letting it stop you. Don't let it put a block or a damper on your spirit. You gotta keep going. And just because, yeah, my past is horrible, Tanya. It's horrible. It's embarrassing. It's it's shameful. So what? Who cares? You had to go through that to get to where you are today. And I promise you, somebody sitting in whatever your past was, be it you was on drugs or you were homeless or whatever, you committed crimes, whatever that was, there's a person sitting in that right now that needs to see you choose yourself and love yourself in spite of your past, in spite of. They need to see you use whatever you've been through as the foundation and the inspiration to propel you into achieving greatness. Because when they see you do it, they're gonna look at you and be like, wow, they went through all of this and they still ain't let it stop them. That's how I want to use my story. That's how I use my journey when I tell you guys about it and how I felt in my emotions and the negative thoughts that I had about myself. That's what I do. So you can do it as well. Like, use that. Why not? Why can't you choose to say, I want to be an example of the greatness? Guess what? You watching me today, you already are. You're already making a decision for your life. But don't just listen to me tell you about how I did it. Do it. Do it yourself. Go beyond what I'm doing, regardless of your circumstance, of what you've been through, or where you've been, or what time it is, or how old you are, or how many kids you have, or how much you've lost. You still have breath in your body. That means it's still possible. It's still possible. You made it. You did. Through grace and perseverance, you made it to this point. Why not go further? I don't see a reason not to. After all I've been through, after all I've been through, it, I still have a chance to have everything I've always dreamed about. And I'm no different than you. The only difference is my journey is different. Your journey is different. But we still got the same chances, no matter what. No matter what. And me, I hate to make it into an appearance thing or a culture thing, but let's be real. Like, me being African American, you may agree, you may not agree. African American woman at that, not even American. Y'all, I'm Canadian. I'm still trying to figure that out. I'm Canadian. My parents are Guyanese, but you look at me, you see black. So as a black woman, as a black woman, I'm told that I'm less than already by the way the media may portray me, or the the stereotypes placed on me by other people, told that I ain't worth nothing and that I'm not gonna be nothing from the day I enter the world by society. Not everybody, but it's there. And I'm lucky that, blessed that the positivity still pushed through, but it's still something I struggle with because it's something that I can't change. This is one thing I can't change. I can't change my color, but I can't let it stop me. I won't allow it to stop me from making the world a better place, doing my part, and living in my purpose. I can't, I won't. Yeah, it's gonna be hard, and everybody may not always agree, and everybody may not always want me to succeed because of who I am and what I am. But I can't, I'm not gonna let that stop me. I can't, because the next little girl who looks like me is gonna be counting on me to be the example and to show her that it's still possible, regardless of what I look like. Yeah, it's gonna be hard, it's gonna be rough, but you gotta fight through, you gotta push through. Because whoever it is, hate does not deserve deserve your failure. They find victory in your failure, and you can't let them win because I did it and I'm not. Yeah, it's gonna be hard, and it's gonna be times when you just like, wow, I wish I could be born into a different body and look different and sound different and act different. But you gotta get back to the point to realize you're made this way for a reason. And you have to use it. Use it to give back and to sow seeds and to live the best life you can and inspire others to live the best life they can in the body that they're in. How they were made is still special regardless. I want to be a living example of that. That's what I hope for. There's no reason why you can't. No matter who you are, where you're from, what you look like, your race, your culture, whatever, you have value. The same amount of value that I have. The same amount of value that whoever has, the president or the king of the world, whoever, the queen of the world, whoever, you still got the same value. You still have a chance, and you still deserve to live the best life, to live and be great. Show title. You still, it, it's important that you know that, and that you keep going and you fight through and you push through and you stand up for yourself and for what you believe in. But make sure the first thing you believe in is you. Then, then, then you could be an inspiration into somebody else. Then you could make the world a better place by doing your part first, which is to do you. It's as simple as that. When you do you by accomplishing your goals and not telling yourself it's too late. Just don't do it. Don't do it. Well, that has been my message. It's not too late. I am going to end by playing the videos that I played earlier, which is the two of them. I'm going to play the You Can't Win. Pay attention to the words in the song. You can't win if your story stays the same. You can't change the story. Stop telling yourself it's too late and it can't be done because of whatever you've been through or whoever you are. It can. All you gotta do is believe yourself because you can't win if you tell yourself that you're not gonna win. because of whatever the circumstance may be. Hopefully, soon you guys will start bidding into the show and start talking into me. Start talking to me and giving to charity and things like that. That's what I hope for. That's the whole purpose of the channel. But also, my purpose of my show is to inspire you and give you the motivation you need to make your spirit strong, and give you the courage to fight another day because you're worth it. And that's what you need to do. That's what you need to do. I really hope y'all start bidding in. Remember to click the heart. Remember to click the heart when you click on my profile. Click the heart. If you can hear this message, if you see it afterwards, after the time it's live, give me a thumbs up. You can give me up to 5 thumbs ups. You do that by clicking on the screen and clicking on the left hand side and click the thumbs up if you can hear me and you got this message, so I know that everything is working. And if it's not, I can alert my producers so they can get to fixing it as soon as possible so you can enjoy your motivation and your broadcast. But I'm excited to have you all on this journey because it ain't too late for me. So it ain't too late for you. It's not too late to be inspired and to finally start living in your purpose and living and being great, because that's what I'm going to do. Don't just watch me do it. Do it with me. Come on, let's do this together. Let's be inspired together. Let's be motivated together. Watch me because I'm about to accomplish a whole lot. You're going to see it. And I want to see you accomplish a whole lot too in your life. That's what makes this job worthwhile. Not really a job. It's my purpose. It's what I was put here to do. So, anyways, uh, it was lovely having you guys here, watching me talk and getting this motivation. I hope it touches you and you have a wonderful, wonderful week. I will see you on Friday. If you miss any of my shows, you can always go to my profile and click on broadcast and then click on most recent, and you'll see the show up, and you can just catch in. Give same thing. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear it well. DM me. Whatever you need to do. Watch all the episodes. Whatever you need to do to sow good seeds into your life. That's what I'm here for. So share. You can share the episodes. Please tell your friends about it. Have them tune in. And the episodes will always be on my page. They'll always be up there. They'll stay up there forever. Okay, but you guys watching live, I need y'all to start bidding in and talking to me. We will have a guest on Friday and different guests throughout the duration of the broadcast. Hopefully, that'll be one of you guys that are watching me soon, that's on here and wants to inspire. You guys are awesome, but you have to believe it. All right. Talk to you guys later. I'm going to show my videos that I showed earlier, and I'm going to leave. But have a wonderful, wonderful week. Be inspired, be motivated, live, and be great. I gotta sing that thing again. You gotta look right until you get it. Elucidate.